How do you envision the evolution of enterprise application architecture with the integration of things like edge computing and increased data centricity? What kind of industry-specific impacts do you feel such changes could have?
Okay, collecting peripheral data and using all available data for decision making for sure is the future, no doubt. These create the points on how solution application must be implemented. For sure, from one side, you have the need to keep data separated for you have spoken about data-driven design, because each microservice should take care of his own data. There are geographic constraints. There are other constraints to keep data separated. But on the other side, you need to take advantage of available data. What this means? This means you need some kind of microservices, worker microservices that consolidate data, take peripheric data, take data from different sources, and somehow consolidate them to feed decision making, the databases of decision making microservices. This is an important point. This will be a central point in the application of the future data consolidation with the help of AI and other statistical technique and so on. I have no, I don't want to make a prevision or what will be the most useful technique for consolidating data. But the future is consolidating data because data must have the right format and the right level of detail to be useful.
Yeah,
That's all.
I would complement Francesco's answer saying that I believe that in the future, edge computing will impact all the industries. There is no industry that will not need it because edge compute facilitates the decision on the edge, right? And the decision will be connected to important data for that point with AI in that point. So you need to have edge computing in all the industries. The decision will be in that point, but the decision made in that point will need to be sent to a central area or a central data database that makes us think about the future of applications will be totally distributed, right? So the principles that Francesco mentioned, like a domain-driven design and microservices, will be more needed because the architecture of all the applications will need to be distributed by design, and we will need to think about how to collect all this data that is on the edge, not the entire data. This is a very important point. And when you design an edge application, because you don't need to send the entire data that you are collecting in that edge point, but you need to send the important decision that was made there for somewhere that will process this and get more value of the information that's being processed on the edge. So distributed solutions will certainly be needed for every single industry.